Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 360 of the Level Up program and day number 70 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practicing of shooting the dice at the craps table and playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Uncle Hoku checking in. Number one, we got Leadum, Papa Chops or Glenn, OMC Craps, Roger, Coffeeland, Marble Fork Fan, Ada, David, and Coach Joe. So good morning to all and all that are going to be checking in here pretty soon. We're going to continue on with Crapsee. Yesterday, we actually was down about $140, I think, from our starting bankroll. We had a couple tough rolls. We had a good finish to the day though, and we were down, I bet you, almost $500 for a while, but we came back to only $150 down. So good morning, Ken. But anyhow, while we get into Crapsee here, click on that live tab and we will start. And if you look at the top, they have the roll distribution, and the roll distribution isn't looking the worst. It looks like our 4s and our 6s, as well as the 8s and 9s, are the really big numbers, with the 6 really shining. 7s are well below what is expected. So that's something to keep in mind when you're placing bets. I only did about 2 or 3 warm-up throws today, so we'll see how it goes. And we're going to brave it with the white dice today. Good morning, Chris. Demon Dog Chris. If you had a chance to watch Big AZ's longest roll on YouTube video last night, it was a very fun video to watch. You'll see a Sheesh that's in our chat every so often. He was the actual shooter in that video, and you'll have to watch to see how long he did, but he did do very well. And Chris was picking on me in the chat about my betting style and how I probably would not have been on there for the entirety of the roll. But who knows? Every time is different for me. So anyhow, we'll go all bets set here. 12 people on Crapsee. You got 15 people watching, 6 likes already. And let's see how the white dice perform today. So I'm going to blame it on the dice if I don't do well. So 2 1 2 4, dice out. And that left dice bounced off that back wall. We got a 3 5 8, the grade 8. So let's mark the 8. And just making sure that the KPI is working. Perfect. Okay. And I did have a chance. That was a 3 5, not a 5 3, but I entered it in backwards. I did have a chance to go through and update the throwing session from 2 days ago when we had all those problems. So when I show the statistics at the end of the day, it will be an up-to-date setup. So I'll give you 1 second here. I'm going to change a setting here so I can see what's going on live. There we go. Okay, everything should be good to go now. So we are going to go with 36 on the 6 and 8 again. We're going to go $30 on that 5 and 9. So that's going to be 132 on the inside. We don't have any line bets. Good morning, John GT. And I'll bet set. That last one, give me an error on there. Huh, okay. But you know, that last one was a implosion of the left eye, double pitch on the right side. So 1 dice off axis. And we'll go all bets set here. We'll see if that recorder starts working here. That was probably an error on my part. And dice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. There we go. That'll work. And I don't know why it's giving me an error on that side. Let's enter it in Crapsee. I want to see if I can figure this out really quick so we can make the show go smooth. And again, I'm sure, like I said, that is a error on my side here, that something I'm doing wrong. Good morning, SJ. Yeah, I don't know what it is. So we'll do this once. We're just gonna delete that out for now. We'll turn that off, and that way we'll come back to it again tomorrow once I figure out what I was doing wrong. And we are going to go with, that was a 9. So we're going to go to $50 on a 5, $50 on a 9. Hopefully we'll hit either 5 or 9 on this next roll. And we got the 2124 again. So that was a double pitch on the left die. And that was a single pitch away on the right die. So that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice. Good morning, Navaldo. I've not seen you here for a while, my friend, and I'll bet set. Ace out. We got a hard 8, square pair. Both dice hit up against the back wall, and they stopped like a rock. 2, 1, 2, 4, and 4, 4. There we go. So that should work there. So 4, 4, hard 8, square pair. And that's going to allow us to go to $54 on the 6 and 8. And that was our point, by the way. So we hit the point. So once we get a new point established, we'll go up to $54 on the 6 and 8. And that was going to be an explosion on that left side, a single pitch away on the right side, which for the cousin one set is a safe result. Start a new consulting gig. Okay. Well, I hope that it is going well for you, Navaldo. That is awesome. Working for a living is hard. Tell me about it. I work 12-hour shifts. I work 4 12s every week. And some weeks I pick up an extra day, an extra 12. And I work nights. So you are seeing me at the end of my day here, everyone. And we'll dice out here. 2, 1, 2, 4. All bets set. Ooh, that right one jumped up and jumped right over 1, 6, 7. And that is a come out 7. So we got lucky. Our bets are turned off. So our bets are turned off during the come out phase here. So that does extend the roll. That does, however, reset that ATS. And again, that landing of the right die is what really threw that one off. It jumped up and over the top of the left one. SJ goes 100% on the whole work thing. I think half of the people in our chat are unemployed, or not unemployed, are retired, and the other half are working hard. So we got a little bit of both. And we'll go all bets set here. 21 people on Crapsee. We got 23 people watching, and dice out. Looking for a point yet. And we got a 145. That is the trucking camper. And that is from Brian from Cramping Camper YouTube channel. So the points could be 5, so it's marked a 5. And again, we're looking for an inside hit here. Good morning, Victor. And that was a single pitch away on that left side, single pitch away on the right side. So that was ultimately a primary on the front face, which is obviously a safe result for the 2V dice set. Good morning, Lazy Dog. You're late today. And we'll go all bets set, dice out. Looking for an inside number. A little bit long on that. And that's exactly what happens every time we go long. So that is a 6-7, a 6-1 ouch now. So that was a mechanical issue. when it goes along like that, it hits the back wall. When it comes down is usually a bad sign for my throw. Retired every day is a weekend. Don't rub it in there, Victor. Good morning, Earl. So someday I might retire. Who knows? I got a couple years left yet. I got about 10 or 11 years left of work, unfortunately. So again, no line bet here. We lost $88 on that roll. So the reason is 88 and not more is because we did have 2 inside hits already before we're hopefully going to get that third one. So Lazy Dog's in the car today. I'm using the heavier dice today, Victor. At least I think they are heavier. And Victor sent me an email the other day talking about he was doing some measurements on dice, and he came up with some way of measuring the results versus the weight of the dice, and he found that the heavier the dice are, the more consistent the results were, if I read that correctly. Good morning, EF Sue. And we'll go dice out here. It's going to be shooter number 2. 2 and 2, 4, dice out. Dice line, they crossed on me, and they have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. It is Cheerio coming to us from above. So that's going to be a pass line winner. Come out natural. That was a 5-6. There we go. And again, we're going to go back with the 2 and 2, 4. That was what was the last one? A 5-6. So that would have been a double pitch on the left die and an implosion on the right die, which is a safe result for the 2B dice set. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice up. So we need to get warmed up here a little bit, get a little bit of consistency. Dice line is super tight together. It did split apart. We have a 5-3-8, the great 8. So it's marked to 8 once again as the point. And that was a double pitch on that left side. That was a single pitch towards us on the right side. So single pitch of the dice ultimately. Again, we're going to go with that 132 on the inside, which is 36 on the 6 and 8, 30 on the 5 and 9. And we'll call it all bet set. That's all. They split apart just slightly when they left my fingers. 4-3-7. Damn it. So we're going to switch over to that cousin 2 set. Seen way too many 7s here. And they're all results of warning signs for the cousin 1 set. So we're going to switch over to the 2-4-2-1, and hopefully those warning signs will disappear. Remember, and I'll flash over to that screen a little bit. Remember, actually, I have that going on this screen right here. Remember the warning signs. If you look at number 3 there on the cousin 1 says, if you have an explosion of 1 dice and a single pitch towards us, that would be a warning sign, which is what we're seeing a lot of. Or if we have an implosion and a single pitch away. That's where the warning signs come for that cousin 1 set. So we're going to go to the cousin 2 set. So now we don't want to see a single or an explosion with a single pitch away, or an implosion with a single pitch towards us. So hopefully that is a little bit. So I mistyped that 7 in Crapsee. Oh, I did, damn it. We're gonna put that in Crapsee here, guys. I'll call that all bets set. We're gonna go 7 out on that. I apologize on that. Thank you, David. So we're gonna go 4-3 on that on Crapsee. Oh man. So 4-3, 7 out. So some people got paid on that one. I did not. So actually, I did get paid on that. I got paid $42 on that. But we lost the 132. So again, 2-4-2-1. Get your bets in here. Yes, who lost? He was working the bet. So we got 24 people playing on Crapsee, 29 people watching. And I was working on the video again this morning, the new table build video. I have it probably a little over 2/3 of the way edited. I'm doing the sound voiceover right now, and then we'll add some music in, do some final edits. So hopefully later this week or by Sunday at the very latest, we'll have that video up. And I started working on building the next part of the video of the table build. I started last week already. Nice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo again on the come out. Pass line winner, natural. And that was a 2-4-2 on that dice set this time. That dice, if you watch that, and if you go back and watch that, they were really super tight together when they came down, and they were working with just a very small split. So that's actually what I want to see. As long as they don't hit into each other when they land, that's the big thing. So we got 2-4-2-1 for the dice set. All bet set. Looking for a point here. Again, those dice split apart when they left my fingers. Another 5-6 mid-mo yo. See a horn, play a horn, they say. That was hopefully not a repeatable thing because, like I said, the dice split apart when they left my fingers. I could actually feel them slipping, so we got to get that grip down today. Grip and landing zone are two things I need to focus on consistently. 2-4-2-1. And all bet set. Face up. That right one jumped over again. We got a 628 to Duracell 8. Cloud support free live content. And give that thumbs up where deserved, please. It would be greatly appreciated. So it's marked a point of 8. And once again, we're going to try that 132 inside and see how it goes. If not, we might have to ladder up on the next one so we can hopefully get out of this little hole that we're digging on for ourselves right now. So we're going to go 36 on the 6 and 8 again, 30 on that 5 and 9. That was a primary on top on that right die. On the left die, that was a an implosion or explosion. I'm sorry, explosion of the dice. So we had one dice off axis, 2-4-2-1. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. And that one looked pretty. That one looked nice. And that was exactly what I wanted to do, just not the result that I want. So bad start to the day. We're going to switch out those damn dice. 1, 6, 7. Throw those aside. Let's pull out the blue ones. Let's see if that makes a little bit of a difference. I know that Victor keeps on telling me that heavier is better, but I seem to do worse with the heavier dice. So we'll go 2, 4, 2, 1. And that last one was a 1, 6. I forgot to enter that in Crapsee either. So I apologize to everybody for having them lose today so far. I am down $310 right now. So, but we have no doubt we will get that back. Again, we're going to go with no line bet here. It's all random, says EFSU. It may well be. Who knows? I like to think that I have, at least once I'm on, that I have a little bit of influence here. So all bets set. They suck. And I left them to again 5, 6. Wow. That yo was hot today. Yo was hot. Winner, pass line winner, natural. Two, 4, 2, 1. Again, no line bet. We'll call that all bet set. Good morning, Michael. There is some degree of truth in that one. He can influence the dice, just don't hit the back wall. Dice out. Again, those dice cross me. 3, 4, 7 now. And it is again a pass line winner, natural. And I come out. Switch back to the 2, 1, 2, 4. Again, I'm with the 2V dice set here for 2,000 throws, so I can train myself to identify the dice result on the table real time and a little bit more fluently. And otherwise, I would probably be switching dice sets right now because of the amount of sevens that we are seeing. But switching between the 2V cousin 1 and cousin 2 should change the results somewhat. So all bets set, dice out. So we're back to cousin 1 set 2, 1, 2, 4. And we have 3, 3 hard 6 to double degen. So it's mark the point of 6. Today, you would be accurate in that statement. If so, the way I'm tossing, I'd be better off with the all 7 set. If they keep on going at least one dice off axis or not primary, I've thrown very few primary hits today. But anyhow, we're going to go again 132 on the inside. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Danny. But again, like I said, we're sticking with this 2V dice set for the total of 2,000 throws. And we're almost 1,000 throws into this set already. I'll show you the statistics at the end. We're almost at, I think we're a little bit over that 3,000 mark, or almost at the 3,000 mark for black belts. So 2, 1, 2, 4. And then we'll switch over to cross 6s after we get all those throws in. Dice out. All right, one jump up, we got a 4, 5 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that is an inside hit that we're looking for. We'll pressure that 5 and 9 up to $50 each. Landing zone is a big thing of it, but I can tell you right now, I don't think it's the landing zone that's presenting a problem for me today. To me, it's it's where I'm releasing the dice. The point at which my hand is releasing the dice, I think, is what's throwing a problem, is giving us the problem today again. That has been my problem the last few days. Once I get that zone in, I usually do take off with throws and that. So we'll go all bet set here. Dice out. That's just my observation, and it's hard to see it on camera because I don't have that portion showing right now, nor do I usually not. And another 4.59, so that is a Buckeye buckshot. So we, I think that was, no, that was not. We have a 6 for our point. I'm sorry, that was 2 9s in a row. So that's perfect because we finally got out of the shooter. So we got to that break-even point. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bring our bets down. And we're going to go $30 on the 8. We'll go $30 on that 6. We'll go 25 on the 9. I'm sorry, on the 5. And we will pick up $15 on the field. So now we're looking for 2 hits to get spread all the way across. Good morning, Mike. Again, we'll stick with the 2-1, 2-4. And we'll go all bet set. Dice up. So this is actually the first shooter that we've had today. We've actually gotten out of the roll into the profit. Dice out. And we have a 2-2 hard for the Ian double deuce. 2-2, let's go on a cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. And we get the hard fuzzy 4. I got 3 dice calls here for that one. Oh my God. And the fuzzy hard 4 is a call brought up from Alfredo. It's one of his dice calls. Again, 2-1, 2-4. That 4 was hit on the field, so we'll pick up the 9 for $15. And we'll call that all bets set. 31 people on Crapsee. We got 33 people watching currently. And we had a 5-3-8. That would be the great 8. So that is our second hit with this field being played. So we can actually bring that field down now because that was a $15 profit on that 8 because we had $30 on it. So let's pick up the 4 for 15. We'll pick up the 10 for 15. Now we're all the way across. $147 brought back to the rack. We have 130 on the table. Sticking with the cousin 1 set, 2-1, 2-4. And we'll call this all bets set. Days out. Thank you, John, for the reminder to everyone. And we have a 145 trucking camper. So now this is where we need to start trend betting up and start hoping getting some money brought back so we can get recover some of these losses that we've had already. So we're gonna bring that 5 up to $25. Actually, it is at 25 right now, so we're gonna make it look like $40. So 2-1, 2-4. And that is a half of us essentially. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. 182 brought back, 145 on the table. Nice. Put a parser to regrip them. And dice up. Dice crossed again, but we got a 6-4-10 this time. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at N, Daddy Joe. So that one kind of came out of nowhere. That's not one that we have been throwing today. But I'll take it. And we're going to make that $15 look like $30. We'll make it a buy bet. 209 brought back 161 on a table. 2124. So we've got $15 on the 4, $48 on the 5, 30 on the 6 and 8, 15 on the 9, and 30 on that 10. All bet set. Dice up. And we have a 5-6 Midmo, yo. One of the hot numbers for the day. All we need is that midnight for the tall. We need the 2 and 3 for the small. I am not on those bets, but like I always say, it's still kind of fun to hit it. And we finally hit double digits on our roll today. Took a few shooters to get there, but we got there. And we'll call this all bets set. If I took all the money off the table, I would still be down $100 yet for the day. Dice out. And we have 2-2 hard for Ian Double Deuce. And that would be 2-2. It's going to Cruise, Brian from Holy Roller. Fuzzy hard 4. So we'll make that 4 look like $30 as well. Make that a buy bet. 2-1-2-4 is the dice set. And that was a primary on top of both dice. Oh, I did not get that entered in on KPI for some reason. So we're going to get that entered in. There we go. So now KPI is updated. Perfect. Parlay of the day, says David. If Ryan from Mark the Point was here, he would be happy with that. So dice up. The other day I threw quite a few hard 4s. I think it was yesterday I did that as well. Dice up. A little short on the landing zone. We got lucky. We got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. And I believe that was our point. So we hit the point. Excuse me. When we get our point reestablished, we'll make that 6 look like $48. And we are currently $40 away from our starting point if I took everything off the table here. So we're going to turn all the bets off. Again, I'm not doing any line bets at all. 2-1-2-4 is the dice set. And we're going to call this all bet set. Dice up. We got home, see craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. So I believe that's going to be able to light that screen up green, at least half of it. And that should be the tall, and that it is. So we're missing is that 2 and 3. And again, that did nothing for my bets. I'm not working the ATS at all. So 2-1-2-4. That was a single pitch towards us on the left die, as well as an implosion on the right die. For the cousin one set, that is a safe result. So all that set, still looking for a point here. It's out. And we have a 2-3-5, the Justice 5. So it's marked to point to 5. That's the first 5, I think. Maybe the second 5. That's the third 5, I think it is, that we threw today. But that's the first Justice 5. Yeah, third 5. So we're marking a point of 5, and our 6 we were going to bring up to $48 here from that last hit. So we're going to add in 3 units to that. 271 brought back to the rack. We have 195 on the table currently. And again, 2124. That was a primary on top on that left die, by the way, and that was a single pitch towards us on the right side. So that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice, both dice on axis, and all but set. Dice split apart. We'll regrip them. And we got a 415. Wow. Okay. So that is a Buckeye Buckshot. And that should bring us back to our starting point and then some. So we have almost a $19 profit. Actually a $16 profit so far if I took all the money off the table. So all of our bets are turned off again. Once we get a point established, we'll make that 5 look like $65. Again, I'm not doing any line bets here. We'll stick with the 2124. That was a primer on the front side on both dice, by the way. So it's a primer hit. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice up. And we have a 314. That is the Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So we're going to mark the point of 4 here. And that is going to be 1, 2. This is going to be our third unique point for the shooter. I will say the long roll that Big AZ played that Ashish threw yesterday was significantly long, and he did hit the tall, but he was not able to pick up that small to make them all. He was missing the 3, which is surprising for how long it actually went, the roll. Lazy Dog, have a good day, my friend. Have a good time at work. Be safe. Make lots of money. We're going to pick up that 5. We're going to go to 65 on that. Yes, 65. And we'll go bets at 327 brought back to rack 220 on a table. Dice out. And we got a 639 center field 9. No one was just slightly short that landing zone, just slightly short from what I have been tossing. So we'll make that 9 look like $25. And that one was a single pitch towards us on the left die, and that was a single pitch towards us on the right die. So another primary hit on the backside this time. And we'll call this all bets set here. Face up. They split apart a little bit when they left my figures. We got lucky. Another Ian double deuce. 2-2. Let's go on a cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. That is the fuzzy hard 4. So that is a repeater win. And that was $30 on there. So we're going to pressure the 4 up to 60, I think. You know what we're going to do is we're going to pull our bets down. We're going to go 96 across again. We're going to regress here so that way we can get back to our starting bankroll. So that way we won't come out a loser at all. So let's go do that one. So let's go 96 across. And we'll just start trend betting and pressing to the moon here. And that was our point, by the way. So we hit the point. We'll be coming out looking for a new point. I'll make sure that my bets are turned off. And right now we will be in profit $1 at the very least for the day. So we were down quite a bit, and we worked our way back here now. So with 96 cross, let's start trend betting from here after we get a point established. So all bets set. 2-1, 2-4. That was a primary on top on both sides. So again, so that was 3 primary hits in a row, I believe. They saw. Ooh, that was long. We got magic aces. 1-1-2. So all we need is that Alfredo sauce, and we should get the all then. So we got lucky on that one. Again, that did go long, and that's usually a bad sign for me as far as the landing zone is concerned. 2-1, 2-4. If I can get a single pitch on that left eye, that would pick up the Alfredo sauce, and that's what we need for the all. But all bets set here. They suck. And we are on a come out. That is awesome. 257. So unfortunately, that resets that ATS for everybody. So close. So close. But we still are, our bets were turned off. So we're still looking for a point here. It's a come out natural pass lane winner. 2-1, 2-4. And that was obviously a double pitch of the dice. So we got to be careful with that. So close, but so far away, right, Chris? So all bets set here. They saw. Ooh, I veered off into the mixing bowl there, but we got a 459 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So it's marked the point of 9. And that one I kind of held onto the dice just a split second too long, and they kind of veered off into the mixing bowl. At least it was not the 5 or 8, right, Chris? Is that bringing back some memories there, my friend? 2-1, 2-4 dice set. And that last one was an explosion of the left eye and a double pitch on the right eye. Safe results. Nightmares, he says. And we'll go all but set. Hey, what happens in Joliet stays in Joliet, dear Chris. So here we go. Looking for point. It's out. Dice line is super tight together. They split straight apart. Usually a bad sign, but we got a 5-3-8, grade 8. So obviously you want them tight, but you don't want them that tight together when they land. So we're marking a point of 8. And this is going to be the 4th unique point for the shooter. So if we can hit this 8 right away, that would be a 4-point fire bet. I marked a 9, didn't I? Oh, 9 is a point. Never mind, 9 is the point. What am I thinking? Point is 9. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, that's my goofy observation. So that being said, we're going to make the 8 look like $30. I don't know what I was thinking there. So 428 brought back to rack $108 on a table. The funds of doing a show and trying to keep track of multiple different things. Non-excuse though. All bet set. Slightly long, we had a 4-6-10. Waylon's best friend win it in. Big Ben this time. So explosion of the left die. And that was an implosion on the right die. No, single pitch towards us on the, no? Implosion. So that was a drift left of the dice. Which is a safe result. Why not landing tight together? Because what happens, EFSU, is when they land tight together, they split off. And that's usually how the 7 shows a lot of times. So that is why I do not want them landing super tight. I want them together, but if I can get a slight little split, that is the perfect situation. But when they're super tight together, they come in, they knock off each other, and that's where they really start rolling, and that, I don't want to see that. So hopefully that answers your question. And that last one was a 10, so we're going to make that 10 look like $30. And it becomes a buy bet. 455 brought back, 124 on the table. All bet set. Days out. And we have a hard 8 square pair. So the roll continues here. And that is 8, 10, and then an 8. So we're going to make that 8 look like $48. So we're going to add 3 units to it. And our goal is to get to $2,600. We're at $2,515 if we took everything off. So we're only $85 away from our goal for the day. So if I can hit that 8, that'll get us pretty close to goal, which is a significant comeback considering how far down we were. Correct, EFSU. The initial bounce, not where they end up. Correct, 100%. If they're tight together where they end up, that's fine by me. But that initial bounce off the table is where I don't want them tight together. So all bet set. Days out. And we had a 4-2-6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. I think that's the first Kevin the Carpenter we threw today. It's primary on top on that on the right side, and that is a explosion on the left side. So we're gonna make that 6 look like $30. Yeah, we'll call it all bet set. Thanks up. There's another one where they shot tight together. It's a 4-2-6, another Kevin the Carpenter. And that one was a random as can be on the bounce. But that is a repeat dice result. 2 in a row. And I believe that brought us to goal. No, we're $29 away from goal. Oh my God. 2-1-2-4. Not going to really analyze that last one because of how they bounced after the original shutdown there. And we'll call it all but set. Dice up. I never put more. I didn't increase my 6. So we're just going to leave it where it's at. I forgot to press it. So all but set here. Dice out. And we got a 1-4-5 trucking camper. And that should bring us over goal now, hopefully. Actually, it might not because we only have $15 on that. We're $8 shy of goal. So we're going to make that 5 look like $25. 2-1-2-4. And we have 567 brought back to the rack, 164 on the table currently. And dice out. That perfect. We got a square pair, 4-4 heart 8. And that's going to put us over goal now. So that means that we're going to have some fun money to play with. We're going to take all of our bets down. We'll just put whatever's extra above goal back on the table here. That we had $48 on that 8, so that was a $56 profit. So that puts us $48 over goal. So let's bring our bets down, and let's go 18 on the 6. We'll go 18 on the 8. That leaves us $12 left. So we're going to have to hit 6 or 8 to pick up another number. So we're just going to leave it as is. And this is our 4th unique point. So we got to see if we can hit that 9 so we can pick up that 4-point fire bet just for bragging reasons, if you will. I don't hit the 4-point too often. And we'll call this all but set. So we're up to 37 people watching on YouTube. Big AZ had, I don't know if it was a record amount for him, but he had 208 people watching at one time last night for that rollout. It was pretty good response from everybody. Dice out. Dice report again when he left my fingers, and that is the end of the roll. 6-1-7, and that is an ouch. So we're going to probably wrap it up with that. That was a significant comeback today. Once I got that release down, that's where, and I even said it before it happened, that release, where my hand is positioned when I release the dice, it makes a huge difference for myself. 2K to the cage, says Michael. Thank you, Roger. But anyhow, let's go look at our statistics for the day here. We had 4 shooters. We had a 6.34 and then a 29 when I actually dialed it in. SOR is at 10.5 today. SRR is at 6.0. 3 come out 7s, which is higher than normal. Lately, I've not been doing a lot of the come out 7s. Box numbers are expected. Inside numbers are expected. 4s and 10s are a little bit low today. Come out 7s were high. Horns and fields are expected. So everything almost across the board was always expected there, except for the hardways were high. Our hot number today was that 8 and obviously the 11. So looking at our black belt statistics, and this is through the end of yesterday. Through the end of yesterday, we have 22,879 throws in, and our SOR is at 9.71. So we want to get that up to that 10.5 somehow. But the further we get into it, the harder it is to move those numbers. But we got a 6.56 SRR and a 6.78 BSR. So I appreciate all the compliments and everything in the chat here, everyone. Make sure that you do hit that thumbs up on the way out, please. That would be greatly appreciated. Good morning, Blue Jay Way. But anyhow, hey, my name is Joe. This is my Crapsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Hopefully I'll see everybody back tomorrow. Make sure that your day today is safe, and be smart and be prosperous.